Breaking: Blake Lively under what Baldoni clearly experienced as non-stop scrutiny, every glance, every murmur, all potential ammunition in a war he didn't agree to fight. And here's the twist no one saw coming. Blake Lively's own legal team submitted this devastating email themselves as part of their official court evidence. Was it blinding arrogance, a fatal misjudgment, or something far darker, a tactical flex that blew up spectacularly? Because this wasn't just a slip-up. This email obliterates Blake's victim narrative and flips the power dynamic entirely. It paints a damning picture of who really pulled the strings, who gamed the media, yes, we see you TMZ, and your oddly timed lingering kiss leaks, and who greenlit blatant WGA violations when Ryan Reynolds took over script duties mid-strike. But what's most shocking, this wasn't some buried diary entry. It was a digital SOS, a desperate cry sent to Baldoni's inner circle, never meant for public consumption. And now that it's out, one haunting question lingers: if this is what Blake's team allowed to leak, what else lies buried in those 1,000+ pages of unreleased messages? The answer could rewrite the rules of power in Hollywood forever. Baldoni's January 2024 email is more than just a plea, it's a manifesto of manipulation and insider's map to a broken system. In it, he details how Blake used her leverage to force him into signing a brutal 17-point agreement, under threat of abandoning the film, a decision that could have triggered lawsuits, financial ruin, and career collapse. I'm captaining a ship, being held hostage, he writes. That word hostage isn't metaphorical, it's surgical. This was a workplace hijacking dressed in HR speak and buried in studio spin. And the real kicker? That one line that will echo in every courtroom and conference. Call to come. Starting Friday, I have to work with someone who will use anything against me. Not fear, not paranoia, prophecy. Because Blake, according to Baldoni, had already begun building a case, one text, one subtle manipulation at a time. And in a shocking twist of legal hubris, her team handed over the very weapon that now threatens to destroy her defense. Why? Some speculate it's a legal smokescreen, drown the court in data, emails, redundant HR notes, and hope no one spots the one bombshell. But this time, the smoke parted, revealing a 5-alarm fire. That email doesn't just accuse, it reveals a pattern. The same week Baldoni sent it, Blake's camp allegedly pressured the crew into ironclad NDA letters to silence whispers of unrest, while Ryan Reynolds discreetly rewrote critical scenes without guild approval. While Blake Hollywood's self-branded girl stood by and let it happen. Flashback to May 2023, the WGA strike had frozen all of Hollywood, no scripts, no edits, not even a comma allowed without union sign-off. And yet on it ends with us at Reynolds was reportedly massaging lines, adding what he called flourishes to Blake's scenes. The original writer Christy Hall completely This wasn't tabloid fluff, it was a live behind-the-scenes playbook of Hollywood's most vicious power games. The leaked text exposed Baldoni's publicist Melissa Nathan scrambling in August 2023, after TMZ dropped its now infamous smear that Blake felt violated during a kissing scene, and accused Baldoni of fat-shaming her, a headline so obviously orchestrated by Blake's camp even casual fans weren't buying it. But what the public never saw was the internal fallout: cold surgical messages from Baldoni's team capturing their stunned reaction. "This is a coordinated takedown," one message reads. "They're throwing everything to see what sticks." And for a while it did. The narrative snowballed. Blind item. Comment controversy? It started as a joke by Blake herself about her costume, only for her team to later spin Baldoni's echoed remark as inappropriate. The hypocrisy is dizzying, but Baldoni's team saw it coming. They're building a dossier, one warned. Every joke, every comment, it's all being twisted for ammo. And now let's address the Hollywood-sized elephant in the room, Ryan Reynolds. These leaked texts don't just implicate Blake. They ensnare Reynolds as a key player in the smear campaign. In one shocking thread, Baldoni's team discusses recklessly exposed. Personal data including private citizen identities and shockingly Perez Hilton's own children. The backlash was immediate. Hilton publicly slammed the move and the court issued a sharp ruling: all future filings must be celebrated Blake Lively like royalty. May have quietly been waiting for their queen to fall. Flag. Because in today's risk-averse brand-obsessed Hollywood, no one wants to bankroll a potential PR catastrophe. And yet the most damning blow might still be waiting in the wings. Insiders say Baldoni's team is sitting on one final card of revelation, so explosive it could end careers and rewrite the rules of celebrity power forever. Baldoni's legal team now holds what could be the final nail in the coffin: unedited raw footage from the It Ends With Us set. Hours of behind-the-scenes material that allegedly contradict Blake's own harassment claims. 1. Particularly explosive clip described by a post-production insider reportedly shows Blake laughing with crew about the same sexy wardrobe she later claimed made her uncomfortable, a look she had personally requested. Then, according to the source, she's seen reenacting the conversation in a dramatically somber tone, this time for her publicist's a couple who built their empire on charisma now undone by the very brand they believed in too deeply. With the trial approaching, the real question isn't who wins, it's who survives. Blake's reputation may never recover from the discovery phase alone. Those 1,000+ leaked texts, just the beginning. What happens when every email, every Slack message, every deleted DM from the past 2 years is subpoenaed? And Ryan, the relatable Hollywood dad, the ad-lib king, now has to explain why he was rewriting union-protected material during an industry-wide strike. Meanwhile, whether by legal brilliance or sheer desperation, Baldoni has rebranded himself as something powerful, a martyr. The director who refused to bow to a list pressure even if it cost him a $50 million film. His latest Instagram post, a cryptic quote, "Truth doesn't need a deadline," drew unexpected likes from powerhouses like Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington. The message is resonating. This was never just about one film, it's about who gets to tell the story, the stars or the storytellers. So where does that leave us? On the edge of a Hollywood civil war where courtroom transcripts become weapons, and public opinion is the final judge. The era of carefully polished celebrity narratives is over. The age of receipts has begun, and whether Blake Lively is ready or not, the world is now watching what happens when a girl-powered storyline crashes into a mountain of digital evidence. One thing is clear, when the dust settles, Hollywood will never be the same, and neither will she. If you found this breakdown eye-opening and want to stay ahead of the biggest stories shaking the entertainment industry, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell icon so you never miss the truth behind the trend.